Hey everybody, it's your boy Commando_Thorn123. Today we are going to continue on the what if Soundwave was a secret Autobot in Transformers Prime. So, where we left off was, I forgot where we left off. But anyway, we resume at Stronger and the Faster and Stronger episode, but it doesn't happen due to Soundwave keeping energon levels, like areas of energon mines hidden and traveling with the Autobots to those locations. And even if it were to happen, I think the synthetic energon would be more stable due to Ratchet and Knockout working together because, yes, they're both a little bit of scientists, but mostly medics. But overall, they're both kind of alike. So it would be more stable than in the original series. So the One Shall Fall episode goes the same, like the Autobots learn of the prophecy of Unicron rising, but they don't know it's a Unicron yet. So the Viacon, Megatron still wants the Energon to be found, or not Energon, but the power core. So the Viacons get the power core, and with a larger force, Bumblebee is not needed to go for backup. But while driving, Megatron does fire his plasma dark energon at Bumblebee and Raph. Oh. And so they check on Raph's health, and they need to get the power core. So Optimus gets Breakdown, Bulkhead, and Soundwave to go with him onto the Nemesis. And the reason why I'm bringing Soundwave is because Soundwave is a capable fighter in Optimus's eyes. And, Soundwave did fight in canon. In canon, Soundwave fought Megatron in the pits of Kaon, which is why Megatron trusted Soundwave a lot. So they get the power core, but Soundwave tells Optimus that he wants to fight Megatron with Optimus. And Optimus replies with, "No, I will not let you handle the fight I must finish." But Soundwave, I think, would firmly state that Optimus, I must do this to correct my crimes against Cybertron. And Optimus would see that Soundwave is dedicated to his word. And Optimus would know, I can't argue with you because, you can't. Once you get into an argument with Soundwave and Optimus, it's nowhere. It's not going anywhere. So Optimus decides, okay, I'll bring you with. Okay, fine, you can come with, but try not to get hurt or in my way. But this version of Optimus is not as violent as his original in the original series, because instead of losing Cliffjumper, they gained three high members to the Autobots. And so Optimus, I think, would feel less pressured, but they still go and fight Megatron, and Megatron would say, "Well, well, well, the traitor has come to sniff out my spark." And Optimus would reply with the line in the original series. He would say, "We cannot allow this to continue otherwise." and Optimus's blades would come out, and Optimus would say, "Wood shall stand." And I think either Soundwave or Megatron, I think Megatron should say "one shall fall," but like Soundwave saying it would also be good because like Soundwave fell from the Decepticon cause, but joined the Autobots. Like his fall from the Decepticon into the Autobot cause. I think that would be cool. But like some people might see it as like Soundwave betraying Optimus. But in this timeline, no one, and I mean no one can say Soundwave is betraying the Autobots. But like if you guys want, try to make a spin-off version of this what if, then you guys have a perfect opportunity to get rid of Optimus right here. So the fight between Megatron and Optimus would be different, like very different. I do not know how to do like saying fights of thing like other people can, but I am not one of those people. I just say like the fight would, I'm just going to say, everyone, the fight will go drastically, and I mean drastically different. Optimus would handle close combat with Megatron, while Soundwave would handle the long range. And maybe they could spin off like a few times, like Optimus takes long range and Soundwave takes close range. But like, and Optimus is ready to like strike down Megatron. Like, it's basically the same. Like, Optimus gets stabbed in his around his, what I would call collarbone or collar piece. Like I'm calling it a collar piece, everyone. I don't know Cybertronian anatomy, everyone. So Soundwave then would charge at Megatron, like to help get Optimus back up into the fight or help Optimus. But Megatron has the blood of Unicron flowing through him right now, and it's like more powerful than the original Megatron. And so Megatron still stands triumphant and like breaks down Soundwave, and Soundwave is like just lying. Oh wait, Soundwave went to charge at Megatron, but Soundwave gets sucker punched in the stomach, everyone, and Soundwave then just falls next to Optimus and attempts to get up, because Soundwave would be persistent on trying to keep his word to Optimus. But Optimus still tries to get up along with Soundwave, but they're still like pinned down, and Megatron then picks up Soundwave and draws his blade, and Optimus is now worried. And Soundwave can take worse interrogations, but Optimus is worried about Soundwave because Soundwave betrayed Megatron to protect the cause, like protect the Autobots. Like, not many do that, everyone. So then Megatron wants to make, like, sticks his blade into Soundwave's side, and that makes Soundwave hurt, but Soundwave can take it. And unfortunately, like, Soundwave is leaking out energon, and then Megatron wants to find a way how to make Soundwave suffer, like really suffer, and then it hits him. And this is where Megatron gets it. Like, it hits him. Like, I don't have to interrogate Soundwave or hurt him. All I have to do is hurt Laserbeak. Because Laserbeak, everyone, was the only mini-con we ever got to see in Transformers Prime. Like, what happened to Frenzy, Rumble, or Ravage. Like, I want to know where those guys went, but I think, like, Rumble and Frenzy and possibly Ravage would still go to Megatron, but, like, Ravage, I think that might be a different story, because, like, Ravage is still, like, Ravage is, like, one of the closest things Soundwave has to a family, along with, but, like, it depends. Like, I don't know why they got rid of that in Transformers Prime, like, but, like, let's get back to the story anyway. If you guys want to hear more about that idea, then, like, where did they go? Like, just tell me if you guys know where the rest of Soundwave's mini cons went. Leave a comment down below, please. So Megatron slowly, maniacally, like, goes to rip, like, Laserbeak off Soundwave's chest. But suddenly a ground bridge opens and Breakdown smashes into Megatron, like, instead of Bulkhead. So Breakdown, like, holds off Megatron, because Breakdown, I think Breakdown is stronger than Bulkhead, because, like, Breakdown has beaten Bulkhead a few times. So I think Breakdown would handle Megatron for a little bit, but while Bulkhead and I think either any one of the other Autobots, like, I think Wheeljack or Cliffjumper would bring back carry Soundwave. So the Autobots escape, and Megatron then, like, realizes he is, like, his mouth is leaking the blood of Unicron. And so, like, Knockout would handle Soundwave, like, help, like, get Soundwave immediately to the repair bay, because Soundwave, like, still got beaten by Megatron. And so Knockout's like, okay, about Ratchet, you handle Optimus, I'll handle Soundwave, because we both, like, I know Soundwave's body, like, how his body handles, because I was a medic. And everyone, let's be honest, Knockout must have had to at least repair Soundwave a few times, even though Soundwave may have not seen conflict, but, like, Knockout must have repaired Soundwave. So, while Ratchet repairs Optimus, Jack's mom is, like, furious at everyone, like, for this. Like, and yes, Raph survived, everyone. Raph survived. Whoa! So, Jack's mom leaves with Wrath, and when they're about to be, consumed, or, swarmed or something like that by the tornado, instead of just Bumblebee, it's also Cliffjumper, because Bumblebee and Cliffjumper must have been, like, friends. So Cliffjumper and Bumblebee, like, lock hands and then grab the electrical pole, and then Bumblebee and Cliffjumper get back to Team Prime's base, and Fowler shows up and, like, stops speaking to Miss Darby. And I think everyone, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Like, in the later seasons, like, Jack's mom and Agent Fowler like each other. It's pretty obvious. But anyway, Ratchet then tells everyone of, like, Earth being Unicron, and this is about the time where Unicron and Megatron have their whole talk, and Megatron and is like cast out, it's like it's not like Megatron does. It's still the same, and so instead of Optimus just going to speak with Unicron, it's Optimus and Wheeljack, because Optimus like didn't want the security, but everyone else insisted on it, because if Unicron wanted to kill Optimus, they needed a loose cannon. So Optimus and Wheeljack would be a good fit, and I think Wheeljack would be like, all right, but like, okay, let's see what happens. And Wheeljack like is a little. I think Wheeljack also would be surprised that Optimus would try to like convince the Chaos Bringer like to not destroy Earth or destroy Earth, because I feel like everyone on Earth would be destroyed when in that vision of Megatron. I feel like Unicron destroyed himself along with Earth. I could have been wrong, but anyway, Team Prime still shows up, but later, because Wheeljack is also there, but eventually Wheeljack does get like stuck, and Optimus is about to be destroyed, and Team Prime does show up. And just like in the original, Megatron saves Optimus from the massive Unicron, and Megatron tells Optimus that they need a truce, and like everyone is like hesitant, very hesitant, like Breakdown. I think Breakdown would be more hesitant than anyone, because Megatron, the guy who destroyed Cybertron and wanted to abandon him, would be like wanting to team up with Autobots now. And I think that Breakdown would still be very hesitant on this, but Team Prime still has to go through with it. And so Megatron does give the coordinates, and they go to the once they're done debating, Team Prime like allows Megatron to give the coordinates, and they double check it. And on the Nemesis, Arachnid tries to take control, but this is the thing. I think, like, unlike in the original where no one tried to protest, I think, like, you have an entire army loyal to this one guy, and, like, the Viacons, like, are dumb, but I think they would be loyal to Megatron, so they wouldn't listen to Arachnid, and even if Arachnid threatened everyone on the ship, they could outnumber her. Like, she could be surrounded by a 100, like, 2 million, like, I don't know how many Viacons the Nemesis had, but, like, it's probably a lot, because Team Prime, like, has scrapped so many Viacons throughout the series. But anyway, she, like, can't even, do anything, really. Even though she's second in command, she, like, Megatron would only say temporary leadership, but, like, Arachnid couldn't convince the whole crew to abandon Megatron. So, back at Team Prime's base, Optimus gives the key to Vector Sigma to Jack. I know everyone's going to be yelling at me in the comments saying Optimus should have given it to, like, break Soundwave. But here's the thing, everyone. I know I wanted to do Soundwave as getting the key to Vector Sigma, but then I realized one thing, or a couple things. I realized the Scraplets. Yeah, everyone, the Scraplets. How will Soundwave get the key to Vector Sigma without dying. And even if the Minicons didn't eat him, like, they would be tearing through the whole key, and Soundwave wouldn't have an Insecticon to throw the scraplet at, because Soundwave would have beaten the life out of a Insecticon. So yeah, Optimus would give. I still think Optimus. So Optimus's choice for Jack would have been safer, because Optimus probably thought about scraplets or Insecticons or something like that. So Optimus would have definitely thought about something like that. And Optimus assembles Wheeljack, Breakdown, Bulkhead, Bumblebee, RC, and Cliffjumper. Not Soundwave, because Soundwave is still getting repaired by Soundwave and getting something special. I think also Laserbeak would also get something special, but they're still getting repaired. Let's just say they're still getting repaired. And Team Prime heads to the core of Unicron, and Ratchet then tells everyone about the time on Cybertron, I think the Golden Age or Twilight Hours of the Golden Age, where Optimus and Megatron were friends, and then Megatron and Optimus still fight alongside each other, but Megatron is really controlled by Unicron. And also, oh man, I just forgot, everyone. The scene where Bulkhead falls, I think Bulkhead would get caught by Breakdown due to how heavy both of them, and Breakdown would be able to pull Bulkhead up. So they would still Megatron, they would still separate from Optimus and Megatron still gets controlled. And then Optimus releases the Matrix of Leadership into Unicron, and he still loses his memories, and Megatron convinces him that he's been in stasis for so long, and they escape. And Team Prime is devastated that their own leader didn't even recognize who he was or who they were. And then Ratchet then tells everyone that must have been what happened when Optimus released the Matrix of Leadership. So, but there is hope, because Jack has the key to Vector Sigma. And also, I think Knockout would also hear the story of how Optimus and Megatron were friends and how this whole war started. Knockout would be have a new perspective on the cause he served. But he would be wow, the Decepticon cause did start out like that, but it took a massive turn when Megatron just wanted power. I was wow, I thought I was doing the right thing, but I guess I better. I'm glad I'm with the Autobots now. And then Knockout would, and then skip back to the thing, to the Orion Pax losing his memory, and Knockout would say, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Soundwave and Laserbeak 2.0. And Soundwave would walk out in his robots in disguise bot mode, along with Laserbeak as his I'm trying to think of it. Let's just say it's a bird like Laserbeak, but they walk out and everyone is wow, what was the change in body, Soundwave? And Soundwave is I was I was damaged. I was damaged to an extensive repair, and also Knockout suggested if I wanted to fight cons, this is the bod to do it, and I still have my tentacles. And I think everyone Soundwave should still keep his tentacles to, like, because, like, those also helped. Like, Soundwave has seen, like, just hands. Only hands will do so much, but, like, when you have tentacles, like, those can help a lot. So that's going to be where we end it for this Transformers episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.